So I guess some of my keys to a Bills victory in this game. I think it's going to be a really challenging game to come away with a win here. Not only is that Bucs team super talented, but you're going on the road. I think the first key is to keep Josh Allen clean, and I think that's easier than said than done. Our offensive line has struggled this year, and I think that's the first step to anything is, how many plays do we see Josh Allen make where he's running for his life and he can't just, stand in the pocket and wheel and deal. So I think with a lot of quarterbacks, we'd see much higher sack numbers for the pressures that this offensive line is allowing. I think it's kind of a double-edged sword that sometimes Josh Allen's legs run him into some trouble, but also, he uses his legs to kind of make up for some of the pressures applied to him. So I think the first key is to keep Josh Allen clean. Second key is playing mistake-free football. I just feel like with the talent that the Bucs have on offense, they can score points in the bunches. And just some of the errors that this Bills team has had in, be it, an unforced turnover or time after time, just a costly penalty at the most inopportune moment. Thinking of that Dawson Knox offsides at the end of the game. Thinking of a couple of Breida fumbles. One against New England on the exchange. The other one, in his first game action, kind of just running through the hole and switching hands and losing the ball. Just some of these unforced errors, Isaiah McKenzie on a kick return, just falling down and fumbling it himself. These are the types of plays that, number one, good teams don't really make often, and number two, should be able to overcome here and there. I just feel like it's starting to snowball, and we're seeing more and more of it, and it's not only the mistakes, they just tend to be kind of at the most inopportune time. So got to go out there, play mistake-free football, make sure that we're not trying to beat ourselves and the opponent at the same time, because with this Buccaneers team, you're not going to get away with it. Number three is, and I was talking to my brothers about this during the New England game, is just getting Diggs more involved in the offense. And for this past game against New England, I understand, the wind and crazy weather and whatnot, but in a game like that, I think Diggs is, your best offensive weapon. And if the wind is going to keep you from being able to target him 12 times in a game, I think you need to find other ways to get him the ball. Whether it's, like little tunnel screens, easy completions, if you use him in a jet sweep. I know he doesn't have, that crazy 4.2 speed, but he's a playmaker. And when he has the ball in his hands, he makes the right reads. He makes people miss. And I just think to be the best offensive weapon we have, just how many games we've had this year where, we see him under 10 receptions or under 10 targets. I just think that's something that we can't have in the mix. And however you have to do it, you have to manufacture touches for Diggs. And then my last key is to win the turnover battle. And this is kind of going hand in hand and playing the mistake-free football, but also the defense being able to create some extra opportunities for the offense. Like I said, I think our defense is playing very well this year, especially compared to last year. That being said, I still think that this Buccaneers team has the ability to score points in bunches, and you're going to have to match them to come out on top of this game.